guys, and thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I have a Christmas tag. I was tagged by Christina Has Opinions and Terrible Video Skills, so I can usually never resist a challenge or a tag, so here we are. So the first question is, real tree or fake tree? I personally have never had a real tree. I know that my husband's family always gets a real tree. But when I was growing up, it was always a fake tree, and I never had an issue with it. Me and my husband do not have children, and we also do not decorate for any season. So, you know, we go to our families for that. So we don't actually have a tree here. We did have a tree once, and it was a long time ago when we had first got married. Gary was behind a truck and he saw something fall out of the truck, so he pulled over, and it was a tree like maybe this big. It was a fake tree, and it was like flat on one side, and he brought it home and he was like, look what I found. And I was like, okay. And he found some ornaments that didn't smash, and that was our tree. That was the only tree we've ever had. We had it for that 1 year. I went to Dollar Tree and I bought lights for it and garland, and we never took a picture of it. So that was our only tree. But I just don't care for real trees. They seem like a hassle, but since we don't decorate, it doesn't really matter to me. If you want a real tree and you want to water it and deal with the pine needles, whatever, that's up to you. The next question is ham or turkey? It seems to me that both my family and his family do ham, and I prefer turkey. If I could go without eating pork the rest of my life, I would. I mean, pork's okay, but I don't really care for it too much. Like, if you said, hey, you can't live without bacon, I'd be like, fine. That's fine. Like, I'm not a big pork fan. So I would go with turkey if I had a choice. But I never make Christmas dinner, so I don't have a choice. Next question is Christmas letter or Christmas card? If I am in the mood that year, I send Christmas cards. I always thought Christmas letters were kind of like, just like showy offy, like, oh, my son made it into Yale, and it's always like all this positive stuff. Not like, my daughter got pregnant when she was 17 and now we have like bills, and you know, it's always just perfect picture, perfect crap. No, listen, if I ever do a Christmas card, it's gonna be with the dog dressed up, and we'll all be in like matching onesies or something crazy. I've always wanted to do that, like as like a joke on the whole Christmas letter thing. I've seen people do it with a baked potato. I've seen some really good ones. We just never get around to it, never think to do it. But I would do that for sure if I was gonna do a Christmas letter. I do Christmas cards when I feel like it. This year was not the year for that. I didn't feel like it. I had so many other things going on, and I was just like, Christmas cards, what? But I'm always happy to get them. But maybe next year I'll do Christmas cards. I don't know. Next question is, open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day? When I was growing up and my grandmother was living in the same town that I live in, she lives far away now, but up until I was about 16, she lived here. And we always opened Christmas there on Christmas Eve. And as a little kid, I was very blessed. I always got a lot of presents. I think that's where my giving nature comes from, because I feel like, you know, I had it great. Let's, you know, share that with someone else now. But it was always like the best memories of being a little kid at my grandma's house, opening Christmas presents with the family. And now how we do it, because now my grandma doesn't live here and the family's kind of spread out. So now what we do is on Christmas Eve, we go to his uncle's house, because his family gets together at his uncle's house, because that's where they all grew up. That was his grandparents' home. And they have a get together, and that's Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, we spend it with my mom and my family that's here with us in this town. So that's how we do it now, and I'm fine with both, actually. All right, next question. Open presents first or breakfast first? Well, Usually on Christmas morning, I'm so excited that I can't eat, but I will force myself to eat something small because I am hypoglycemic. So if I don't eat, I start shaking. But like the actual like food part usually comes after gifts because we do have kids in the family. So when I go to my mom's house, she usually goes all out crazy, has the most wonderful foods out and hors d'oeuvres and dinner, and my husband just walked in. And my brother has special needs, so he wants to open presents right away too. So we usually do presents first, and then we do food. What?
I love you.
I love you. What's going on? Presents first, food later, but I always eat something before I go there so that I don't like pass out. Organized gift exchange or free for all. With my family, we always did organized. It was always one person with Santa that would go under the tree and pass out gifts one by one to each person so that everyone else could see what they got. And I prefer this way immensely. It not only does it prolong the event, because I love gift giving and gift exchange and all that. I love it. And not just what I get, but I want to see what everybody else got and what everybody else gave. And I just love that. And it makes it longer. At his family, it's a free-for-all, and I never get to see half of what everyone got because it's just like they're over there opening stuff, they're over there drinking, they're over there eating. Nobody knows what's happening. It's chaos, but it works for them, and I'm happy for them. But for me, I like organized gift opening. Advent calendars or stocking. I didn't even know what an advent calendar was until not that long ago. We never had advent calendars when I was growing up. I didn't even know what it was. We always did have a stocking though. And when I was a little kid, we would open presents on Christmas Eve, and then in the next morning, Christmas morning, I would get a stocking. So Santa came with my stocking. My mom stopped doing my stocking. I don't remember how old I was. It was a sad time. She stopped giving me Easter baskets too. But yeah, stocking, definitely stocking. I'll buy myself an advent calendar if I want one at this point. The next question was eggnog, spiced cider, cocoa, or coffee. I don't really drink any of that. I might have a glass of wine. That's like the time of the year where I will maybe drink wine. If we're talking about like alcoholic beverages, maybe cocoa, but really I'd rather just have soda or water. I know I'm boring. My favorite Christmas movie. That is so hard because the longest time it was A Christmas Story. The one with little Ralphie and you're gonna shoot your eye out and all that. And I still love it. It's just that I've seen it so many times. I mean, it's on every year, like all day long on some channel. And, you know, after you've seen something so many times, you just have to take a break. So right now, my favorite Christmas movie is Elf. And I love that movie. I found it hilarious, and I wish they would make more like that because I like it. And it's family friendly, and oh my God, Phoenix, how did you even get in here? Come here. Come here. It's family friendly, but it's also hilarious, and it's perfect. Next, decorations. Do you do nativity scene, elves, Santas, snowmen, or others? Personally, we don't decorate. I did decorate my mantle one year, and it ended up staying that way for 6 months because I was depressed and didn't feel like decorating or taking down Christmas decorations. So I just kind of don't do it anymore. But I really do like nativity scenes, and I would say of the things that are listed here, I would say nativity is my favorite over elves, Santa, snowmen, or anything. Also really like reindeer. When I did do my decorations, it was all reindeer themed because I just love animals. Next question is, do gifts go under the tree as you get them, or do they go under the tree on Christmas? Well, I don't have a tree, but I would say they should go under on Christmas because that way people cannot jiggle them, touch them. Also, pets will ruin them. The first year I had Titus, while we weren't paying attention and we were all talking, he went under the tree and started unwrapping presents by himself. I don't know if I still have that video, because I know I made that video, but I don't know where it is now. But it was hilarious. He was just a puppy back then. But I think Christmas gifts should go under the tree like right before you open them, so that no one's like peeking. Is that the last question? No. White elephant or Secret Santa? I suppose, like, so how we do it is with my family, I usually get my mom, my sister, and her kids. For sure, those people. Sometimes my stepdad and my stepbrother, and my brother, they get presents from me and Gary. And then Gary usually gives, we also get for his niece and nephews, and then his parents and his uncle and aunt. That's how we usually do it. And Gary and I sometimes exchange gifts and sometimes we don't. I would say, I know at work, I did organize a Secret Santa one time and it was a really good time. I've never actually done a white elephant, so I don't really know what that is. I guess it's like a gag gift, or is that where you like, you get a gift and then you like, someone else can take it? I don't know. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go with Secret Santa because I'm not really entirely sure what a white elephant is, other than an albino elephant. The tree topper, is it an angel, a star, or what? Again, I don't have a tree. I don't really have a preference on what goes on top of the tree. I guess I prefer a star because I think it just flows nicely with the tree, and it is a star to symbolize, you know, the star that led the 3 wise men to Jesus. Isn't that how that went? And angels are really pretty too, but they're kind of doll-like, and dolls kind of freak me out. And the last question is, on the tree, do you put tinsels, beads, or what? Again, don't have a tree. I feel like tinsel would be a ginormous mess, especially if you have cats or parrots. And if you have a fake tree and you're going to reuse it, tinsel would be such a pain in the butt to remove. But I like the idea of it. I guess if you had a real tree and then you were going to throw it away, then the tinsel wood can go with it. I've never done beads. One year when I was a little kid and I was the only kid, my mom and I took a needle and thread and we put popcorn on a string, like a really super, super long string, and wrapped it around the tree, and it was really fun. And I wanted to save it because I was a child and I didn't know any better. And my mom's like, okay. So she put it in a Rubbermaid kind of thing. And of course it rotted. Of course it did. So that's a fun memory. Anyways, that was the last question. I had to write them down because nobody has posted them to type them out. So should I tag people? I don't know. If you want to do this, obviously, please go for it. I don't know who's been tagged, but let's say, who haven't I tagged yet? Who am I going to tag? Random reviews with Stephanie if she hasn't already done it, because she is a Christmas tree girl. I mean, she is a Christmas person. I think the day after Halloween, she starts celebrating Christmas. Who else? Just Nina, if she has time. Kim from Kimmy's Boxes, if she hasn't done it already. I don't want to keep tagging the same people because that's just a lot of pressure. Oh, Living Obsessed. Ronnie, if you'd like to do this tag, I welcome you. Life with Grandma Bev, if you would like to do this tag, I tag you. And I think that's enough. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. So if you want to do it, I'm sorry you have to watch the video and write them all down because that's what I had to do. So anyways, thank you guys so much for putting up with me, my weirdness, my randomness, my shenanigans, and all the crazy things I do on my channel, and this random bird that just walked in here by himself. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.